I mean, do you go to the gym a lot? I'm assuming for keeping.
I've been slacking, but I do. Yeah, I used to bodybuild.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's like my little low-key flex that I tell everyone. I did a bodybuilding competition a couple of years ago. So I retired from wrestling in 2021 for 3.5, 4 years. And yeah, I did a bodybuilding competition because I was bored.
Oh, nice.
So I got proper shredded. I don't know why I did it. It was just, I had nothing else to do, so I did it. And every time everyone finds out, they're like, what?
No, that's sick. I wish I could do that. Whoa, that's mental. With the tan as well.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I got did a show. Yeah, just cause I had nothing else to do. I am Hollie Barlow and I am a professional wrestler. I feel like my character is very much an extension of myself. It's kind of me ramped up to 1,000 because I'm in front of people, and it's who I would want to be in my bedroom that I get scared to put out to everyone when I'm being weird, and then I go out and I do it.
So you feel as if it's like almost an outlet for you to be who you really want to be?
Yeah, I can be weird and it's socially acceptable for me to do that. Honestly, I wrestle. I am like, my wrestling character is me.
It's just you.
It's literally just me. A bit. It's me, not toned down.
Mm.
Like, do you know in like social environments, you kind of got to like bring yourself down a peg and be like, right, I can't be that weird. But like, wrestling's like, I can be this weird and it's okay for me to be this weird.
So you didn't draw any inspiration from like any other people in the scene, or like you didn't see somebody and was like, yeah, that's what I want to do?
Yeah, no, not I'm quite boring in the sense that like, it's very organic. And it's took me a long time to get here because I think, because I'm wrestling is such an extension of me, I feared the reaction from people because I knew I was me and not like performing or putting on this character. But once I started getting comfortable and people actually like me, I'm like, oh, this is okay.
So do you feel like you're masking in everyday life?
A little bit. I'm a lot more open now to people disliking me and I'm like, it's cool, whatever. But I do kind of tone it down a little bit just because it can be a bit much. So me and my brother used to love rock. He used to love watching wrestling and he got me into wrestling. And it was WrestleMania 28. Sheamus won the World Heavyweight Championship in 18 seconds. And I remember watching it and I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And from that point on, that's when I fell in love with wrestling.
How does your brother feel about you being a professional?
He loves it. Now and again when cool stuff happens and he's the first person in the ring, I'm like, you're never going to guess what. When I'm wrestling the Inspiration next year at Love Wrestling, and the minute I got announced, I rang my brother up and I was like, you're never going to guess who I'm wrestling next year. And I'm like crying my eyes out. And he just loves it. And he's been to watch me and he's got a son now who's nearly 2. So he brought his son along and my nephew to come watch me, and like that was just, I don't know, it's really nice to see. And I think because he got me into it and now being able to like show his son me doing it, it just feels really full circle. Now and again, I think when I've got to do something at height, I'm like, oh. And a lot of the time, I just don't practice it, and I do it when I'm out there because once the adrenaline starts pumping, you're like, I'll do anything. So I try not to practice stuff that I know will psych me out because I know I can do it, but I get freaked out. But the only time I've been scared recently was I sprained my AC joint in August, and it took me out for like 6 weeks. And the fear that I had when that happened was awful. I've never experienced anything like it. But apart from that, everything's good. I think, honestly, the biggest one's passionate. Like, wrestling is built on passion, but then there's a lot of people that are passionate in the industry and just kind of float about. Gotta be really thick-skinned, I think, because people are really cool. And I think because you're opening yourself up to like public opinion, it can really get to you. Like the amount of times I've had a podcast and someone's gone, they were shit, and I'm like, oh my god, that was really crap. Or like people can be really harsh backstage, and not in a bad way, but everyone, you know, you've kind of got to be tough to take. Like, it's not every day that you take constructive criticism, and people, that's the only way you're going to get better in wrestling. So I think being like quite thick-skinned and tough is another one.
Do you think I mean, now that you are gaining a bigger following as well, do you think people are starting to develop like parasocial relationships with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful. There's a couple of people that are in my DMs like every day, and the thing is, you try and be nice to them, and there's that weird. You kind of have to find a balance between being nice to them and also them kind of relying on a conversation with you all the time. But there are a few people that come to my mind that are like, oh, yeah.
Do you think you'll have to like set some serious boundaries going forward, or is it just kind of you're just gonna take it as it comes?
Yeah, just take it as it comes. It's nothing that I feel like would cause me any harm. It's just, I've kind of got to, you're at a show and you're like, I've got to do these people today because they're at a show. But Lana helps me out a lot because I'm like a super babe face, and then she's a bit of a nastier person. So she can get away with going, right, you bog off now, like let me see the next person, and they kind of leave. I think all the time, to be honest. I think like wrestling is a hotbed for imposter syndrome. Because there's so much pressure to perform all the time, and it's, when you really want something, it's terrifying. So I feel like a lot of the time I do have doubts, but like they kind of come and go really quick. But it's that when something bigger happens, like when I started getting on Progress and Eve, I got on North recently, and I had that like, I don't feel like I belong. Like not that I don't belong here, but I feel like I'm not as good as other people that are on it. So I think that's really common in a lot of people as well.
How do you like push past that?
Just gotta shake it off. I have one of my friends is called G-Man, and he told me, he was like, whenever you're nervous or you don't feel like you're fitting or whatever, just take a big deep breath and then just shimmy out. He was like, just say, I'm Hollie fucking Barlow. Take a big deep breath and then just shimmy it off, and out you go. And it stuck with me. It stuck when I do it now every time I go out. And now, like, me and Lana wrestle, I grab her by the jacket and I go, you're Lana fucking Austin, I'm Hollie fucking Barlow, we're gonna go. And she's like, yeah, we're going. No. And then it's been really nice. I'm usually really stressed, and I can't even, half the time I'm non-verbal. Like, people try and talk to me and I'm like, I can't even communicate right now. Like, I'm trying to go over the match, I'm freaking out. But no, if I'm happy and confident with that I've like retained the match, I'm usually just bouncing about and like just chill and stuff. But if I've not got the match, I'm usually stressing out, and I have to do a little pre-match routine. But yeah, other than that, I do nothing else. So I've got 3 that I use at the minute, and they've all kind of got a backstory to them. So when I first started working heel, I was coming out to Kiss It Goodbye by Nickelback, and that was when I was 12, first started watching wrestling. That was my like heel music in my head that was going to come out to in like WrestleMania. So that was that one. And then Call Me came from, so I come out as a babyface as Call Me by Blondie, and that came from, it's a horror film, and there's a scene in it. Is it The Conjuring? Or it might be the other one. With like, have you watched the horror films with Ed? And he starts like psyching out, but Call Me's on, and it's really like one of my favourite scenes in cinema, and that inspired me to use it.
Nice. And then did you have a third one as well?
Hot Stuff by Donna Summer, which I've already started using, but that's just one that kind of came on my shuffle in my car, and me and Lana were trying to figure out a song to use for tag music, and it came on and we both went, I've got to use this song, it's just really fun. And then we used it once, and we just proper got into the spirit of the music, and I feel like we've just, yeah. I know it's going to sound like really like a cop-out, but just having fun. Like, I've come back, like I've left and come back to wrestling twice now, and each time I just vowed to myself that I'd have fun and enjoy it and not let the pressure get to me. So I just feel like my main goal for wrestling, and I've said this since I came back last year, is just to have fun and enjoy it. And yeah, I've got goals, but no like set goals, because I want to continue to work hard, but then not set goals to the point where I'm disappointed if I don't achieve them. We're, I don't know if I should say this, but like we're best friends in real life. She'll say it's not true, it's fine. But we went to a show in February, and we were just like, should we try and start a storyline together? And I don't really know how it came up with it. I think it was just a bit of fun. And we were filming really stupid skits of like me asking her to be my tag partner. And a guy called JC at a promotion in Leeds called True Grit, he gave us the green light and gave us the go ahead to try it. And we did it there in February and it just blew up. I don't know how. We focus a lot on social media, and I think through that everyone's kind of wanted to take it as well and do it on their show. So yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, that must be like the dream come true to be like working so close with your best friend as well.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, I think we're in a really good place in wrestling at the minute where I never feel threatened as a woman in wrestling or like uncomfortable. I think it helps. I've got quite a good attitude. I've got quite like nonchalant attitude towards it. So some people might not agree, and I think like I've started wrestling with a lot of the guys, and I'm very friendly with them all now. So I feel like I'm in a good place personally with like women's wrestling. But yeah, I feel like there's no.
It never feels like a boys' club or anything.
No.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Probably coming back last year from retirement. That was really tough because I was convinced I was never going to return to wrestling. Like there was no shadow of doubt in my decision to leave, and coming back was terrifying, but I'm like so grateful I did.
What made you come back in the end? Was it just you just missed the space?
CM Punk returned controversially, CM Punk returned to WWE, and it really inspired me because I was a massive Punk fan when I was younger. So that really inspired me to come back to wrestling. Oh, okay. Kanji, who I worked recently, was incredible. God, it's so tough. I'm gonna go all women because I want to go all women. Rio and Lana Austin.
Lovely. Thank you. Okay.